Well, Barry's taken a little calculated risk here, and he's left a slight angle on this red across the table. I think Ronnie might take this on. Well, he knew that was a possible, leaving the white near the top cushion, but that's still a great pot on the red. Can't tell you how good that is across the table. You have to be so accurate.
Particularly at the pace he played it to get the cue ball off the cushion for the black.
You just missed the cannon there for the red to the left, but has this one to the right. It's amazing. You go back to the club after a tournament and people ask you the questions, Phil, those pockets look big this week. You play on these tables, I'll tell you, they are not big. A normal club player, I keep saying, a normal club player, unless he's a top amateur, would struggle on these tables, not just with the cut of the pocket, but the pace as well. Even the top amateurs struggle with them. But Ronnie's not struggling here. Back in prime position,
17.
back in good form. He's concentrating well again and looking to take out this match. Has he gone too far? Might have done.
Well, there's another example of the pace of the table. Just the merest touch of the cue ball and just flies away, so responsive.
I think this one passes the blue though to the corner. Yeah, the players love these tables when they're playing like this, though. They can just stroke the balls around the table. They don't want what we call the tables to be lumpy, you know, and having to hit the balls a bit harder. They can just and they split these sort of shots. They split as well, quite easy.
33.
Anyone for a 147?
Ah, hello. £10,000 this week, bonus, if one is made. This guy's had 13 already in his career. Amazing.
I think he's just asked the referee what the high break prize is or the maximum prize is. He did that once before he potted a red against Mark King and went on to make one.
Yeah, well, it was Glasgow, and actually he refused to pot the last black, didn't he? And it was only up to Jan Verhaert to say, come on, Ronnie, we need this last black in, which he did in the end.
Takes some bravado, that, doesn't it?
Well,
to ask the referee before you've potted a ball whether there's a high prize for a maximum and then make one.
Yeah.
I mean, that is arrogance.
I think it's called confidence in your own abilities.
Touching ball. 48.
We talk about that word, don't we? But there's a fine line, Phil, between
49.
confidence and arrogance, isn't there? But I know
he
what you
definitely
mean.
crossed it that day.
Yeah, he did. I think it was only £4,000 that day. He said, oh, I can't be bothered with the black. In fact, in the end, he did pot it. One or two people were not happy the way things went, but in the end, he actually gave the money to charity.
56.
Which was very good of him.
57.
Well, he might as well be down the club practicing here, O'Sullivan. But you wouldn't bet against him doing it.
No, not now.
64.
He's just asked our referee to hurry up a little bit.
65.
I'm in the groove. Get this black onto the spot a bit quicker.
It's amazing how quickly things change, isn't it? It only seems like a few minutes ago that Pinches had that opportunity for a 2-1 lead. At that stage, O'Sullivan was steaming mad with the way things were going. Now,
73.
he's a picture of serenity. Playing to the crowd. Almost over the winning line in the match. But he's thinking about the maximum for sure.
Certainly is. Yeah. I think he's still asking, though. He's asking our recorder as well. How much is it?
Well, Well, even for a millionaire, £10,000 is worth having.
Yeah, a little bit more Versace. It's on. It's definitely on.
88.
Could this be number 14? Tell you what, Phil, it's always nice to get one in the can early as well, isn't it?
Well, enjoy this guy while you can, because
96.
you don't see his like very often.
97.
A once-in-a-generation player, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Yeah.
In fact, he may be an even rarer breed than that. There's the century. Just genius, really.
104.
Could have done with a little bit more there. No, he's not taking the pink, surely.
Well, there's the other side of Ronnie O'Sullivan, the perverse side.
111.
Going for a 146 instead.
I don't think he's ever had a 146, has he?
$119.
Well, he'll still be in the tournament. There's plenty of time to make one, I suppose.
121.
But he's going through into the second round in style.
128.
Well, it won't be a maximum, but it's still a break of the most sublime
133.
quality. And you get the feeling that if he'd wanted to make the maximum, he could have done. He chose not to. Controversial in some people's eyes, but that was just absolutely magnificent. Ronnie O'Sullivan finishes with a flourish, a 146 clearance, which might well have been a 147 had he chosen the black. Instead, he chose the pink, but he threw 4-1. Well, what can you say about that, Mike Hallett? I mean, it was the most extraordinary break. Ronnie O'Sullivan playing to the crowd throughout the break, asking people how much was available for the maximum. The answer to that question, I'm not sure if he ever got it, was £10,000, and he opted not to play for it.
Well, I don't know. I'm not going to say anything about that. That's Ronnie all over, isn't it? But still a wonderful break.
It was quite magnificent. One of the best 146s you'll ever see, for sure.